Now, there's another issue that constantly comes up with a lot of people in Tai Chi, and that is about having your knees go too far forward. And I think this is an important one because it's easy to make the rule, don't have your knees go over your toe, which is, which is a rule and it is true in many circumstances, not necessarily in all of them. And it's a bit like saying don't put your head in a lighted oven. You can understand why you'd have that rule. And the biggest reason for it is that when you talk about martial arts, when your knee goes past your toe, if your whole body and everything is not connected to your foot, if your center is not fully connected to your foot, when you do anything, you'll lose your balance and you'll lose your martial abilities. But if, and some people can because of their body structure, if they can open up their knee joints and their ankle joints enough to where they can go forward without feeling any strain in their knee anywhere. I can't do that, for example, but if you will notice, I have a relatively short calf. A lot of people who had long calves can do it, and I've known people that can get away from it. But as a general rule, there's a reason why most people still would want to stay to this more or less. And that is, once you go past a certain point, if you feel strain in your knee by having your knees go that way, frankly speaking, you can start pulling your knees out. You can start pulling out the insertion points in your knees. So purely as a safety factor, it's probably a very good idea not to go past your knee, not going past your toe. But if you're asking if you could really open up your hip sockets a lot and open up all your other joints and your knee could go slightly in front, some people in Tai Chi do that. They're just a minority of people and they tend to have specific body types. So I don't think that's necessarily applicable to the general range. But it's one thing, what's generally true and what is necessarily specifically true for an individual. Thank you very much. Till the next time in Tai Chi Tips.